Yo, so what's going on, fielders? My name is Pone, running around with that M98B because this is in fact the first episode in the new running schedule with the Aggressive Recon. Every Thursday, tune in to check out an Aggressive Recon. Schedule's down below to find out when your other favorite shows are there. And for you guys that are curious, I'm going to be really involved with you guys. Not like sexually or mentally a relationship. I've had enough of that in my day. But what I'm talking about is you guys are pretty much going to decide the classes and loadouts for almost every show that I have running on my channel from here on out. Today's loadout was chosen by Twitter. From here on out, it'll be YouTube comments, but today's one was chosen from Twitter from Mr. Felt Dude. And I had to choose this guy not only because it was a kind of a troll loadout, but more along that he had like a raptor Jesus or something. So I was kind of like, yo, I wanted to use his thing because his avatar was awesome. But his thing said M98B with no scope. And at that point, I'm like, done. Because look at this gun right now. I feel like this is like one of those false legs for an amputee or something. It's just really weird looking. Take the box cutter, get the man tags, run with it. So we got the M98B no scope, the pull bolt, and suppressor. First glance, I'm like, this class is absolutely horrible. You know what I mean? I was not ready for this class. But then I realized the map we were on. Now, these maps, the new maps, you know, Riverside and the new in-game stuff, they tend to be wide open. This one has a lot of levels. You've got a couple, I guess, hills and steep rocks and everything. These guys are so fortified. When attacking, it makes it so easy for them to get in and out, get down there. Now, it may be a little bit hard to plant the objective, but they're almost always right at our front door. It's almost impossible to get up in their spawn and kill them. And when you're killing them from your spawn at the objectives, all it takes is one guy with the patty cakes to, you know, revive the guys, and they're right back alive. So it's very hard to run down tickets when you're on defensive side. So I'm doing my part. He goes on later on to tell me that I get to choose my choice of pistol, which I chose the MP443, and the Xbox. I typo that quite often. I can't even lie. When I type Expo, I always type Xbox. But unfortunately, the Xbox is not a piece of equipment in this game. I wish I could throw that at people, but I cannot do so. And the spawn beacon. I gotta have the portable uterus because that's the only thing you can have with this. So this was a very unique class. At first, I was like, okay, I hope they know that Poopy gun loadouts are Mondays, not Thursdays. But I went with it, and it turned out okay because I chose my stealthy secondary, and I chose this, and I have the portable uterus, which means I get to fly in behind these guys like Superman and take them out with my false leg. I love the hell out of this gun. But you take away so much of the sex appeal of this weapon. This, in my opinion, is the best-looking sniper rifle in the game. But when you take the scope off of this thing, you leave this thing naked. And it's one of the few situations where naked is a bad thing. So I try to make do. I try to keep getting up in there and trying to run down their tickets because it seems like this is the only thing that we could do right now because you keep killing them. They just keep reviving each other in the mountains, and then they just get to continuously push until we fall out. And that's just kind of what it is. So there's a lot of recons on their team, something you deal with a lot on these wide open maps and all these rocks. And they have all this cover, their beacons. Some of these guys are putting down, you know, the little banana peels. They had their sensors out, so it was kind of hard to sneak up behind some of these guys. But I was trying to do my part. I really wish I would have had a scope on this, like an 8x or something like that. But I got what I got, and that's about all it is. If you guys did miss yesterday, Battlefield actually uploaded a 60-second clip. They came to me and said, hey, Pone, can you make a 60-second clip of your first impression of the reveal? I said, sure. A lot of you guys were able to see that yesterday. A lot of you guys were not happy with it. A lot of people kept saying it was scripted. It wasn't scripted. A lot of people were like, oh, Pone, you said... That was just me trying to act professional. I was a little nervous. I was a little weird. You know, EA, you know, they came to me and were like, hey, can you do this for us? And I'm like, it's going to be an advertisement. We got to send it off to ESRB to get rated. And I'm like... I was kind of scared, you know, because, you know, I'm a goofball or whatever. I was kind of like, why didn't they choose other commentators for this? But at the same time, it was like an honor. I'm like, yo, hell yeah, I'll do this. So as of right now, of course, I'm going to parachute right behind the armor and pull out my Xbox and hope to red ring a death it to death. So actually, I ended up taking this thing out. It disabled, and I don't know. I use this rock to my advantage. I try to do this cool little clutch moment right here where I realize they're just converging on me, turn around, fade away, nade, but it didn't work, and I got clipped out of air. But, you know, it was a really unique experience, and then they uploaded an impression from White Boy 7th Street today on the actual Battlefield channel, and people lost their minds. Shit went crazy. They enlisted both videos, so I don't know if you guys got to see my video or not. Again, it's not my standard stuff, but it was me trying to act professional. A lot of people were like, oh, they give you a script to read and stuff like that, and you know, that's not how it was at all, guys. I was just excited. And I think they chose me because they liked my review of the of being at the event anyways. So I think that's partially why they chose it. I would have personally preferred to see Badger, somebody that will put in some entertaining behind it. Maybe not like level cap or somebody like that, because some of those stat guys can be a little monotone and don't have that energy and excitement that somebody like Badger or somebody would have had. So I think they could have chosen better, but I was still, you know, honored to be able to do that, and it was a fortunate moment. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it was kind of scary to try to fit everything I wanted to say into 60 seconds, but anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the commentary. Hopefully you guys stay tuned and can show some support to this video, as it is the first one coming up. I will be putting up playlists starting next week for all of these, so you can find them at any time. Give me the man tags. Can take it down, bro. So again, guys, hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for this. Stay tuned tomorrow for another Battlefield video.